everyone, welcome back to another part. Yes, this was made record on the same day as, well, mm, well, I'm not gonna be streaming today, that's all I wanted to say, okay? Sorry, but I'm just not. Alright, last part we left off was when Sasuke and Naruto first met up with their stands, and they were just about to fight. And as you can tell by the thumbnail, Sasuke has story to put at him. I didn't know what else stand to give him, so, okay, so listen to what I was trying to do. I wanted to give him something that was kind of like Naruto's, that was, mixed up with Naruto, so they have, a good connection, and Star Platinum's the only, thing. I was gonna give Sasuke, White Snake, Pale Snake, or Made in Heaven, whatever you want to call it. I was gonna give Sasuke one of those, but, at the same time, I wanted to be really, entangled with him, actually have some of Naruto's abilities. So, and we all know that Star Platinum has one of the world's best, basically, powers about the stand, and it's freezing time. So let's just get straight to the video where we left off. Naruto and Sasuke are staring each other down, and they both know what's going on. Orochimaru can't see the stands, but he can feel the spiritual pressure from Naruto and Sasuke. Sasuke's stand rushes towards Naruto. Naruto's stand rushes towards Sasuke's stand. Naruto and Sasuke both rush at each other at the same time and start clashing sword with kunai. They're actually pretty even, and before Sasuke activates his curse mark, Sasuke starts using the curse mark and actually starts getting an upper hand on Naruto. Naruto yells, "The world," and Sasuke is surprised and he knows what's going to happen. Sasuke tries to counter, but he just can't. As soon as he hears "the world," time freezes around him. Naruto charges up a Rasengan and shoves it into Sasuke's stand, which Sasuke feels all the pain from that. Sasuke goes flying, and so does his stand, and his stand dissipates. Sasuke's on the ground, on the verge of blacking out. Orochimaru tries to stop Sasuke, but tries to save Sasuke to get away. But as soon as he has that, Naruto screams "the world" and freezes time once again. But this time, Sasuke is able to see for 5 seconds at most what happened. Naruto was charging up another massive Rasengan and shoves it into Orochimaru, using his full strength. Kabuto's the only one, and Kabuto can't take on Naruto, Sakura, I think Sai, and Yamato. He can't take all those people on at once, so Kabuto is forced to retreat with Orochimaru, and he can't get Sasuke. Naruto trains to do the Rasen Shuriken, sensing that Naruto might be stronger than Sasuke, but a looming threat of Orochimaru finding out how to make a better stand, or creature. I'm just gonna call him stand, but when I'm doing the characters, they're gonna say chakra creature, whatever. Naruto realizes how dependent he is on his chakra creature, so Naruto begins to start learning more actual jutsus, like the Rasen Shuriken. He starts to train more and more, and eventually develops the Rasen Shuriken and beats Kakazu like normal. Eventually, somebody breaks Sasuke out of jail, and what we don't know, it is Itachi Uchiha wanting to fight Sasuke. It wasn't really Itachi, it was more of a crow, and it gave Sasuke the path out, and Sasuke went to go fight Itachi. This fight is actually kind of a one-sided fight towards Sasuke's favor, but Itachi has some hacks and some basically hacks that he can help him with.
Hear me out. I recorded that.
As the fight begins, he whoops out his stand instantly and starts clashing with Itachi. Itachi is getting hit by an invisible force, which he takes note of and activates his Mangekyo. He can't see it, which makes Itachi a little bit paranoid. He jumps back, activating his Susanoo ribcage, which stuns Sasuke. Sasuke realizes that he can't beat Itachi if he's just gonna hold onto for that chakra ribcage thing. He runs back into the fight. Sasuke making a stand disappear, and Sasuke starts clashing with Itachi with his knife and with his sword and kunai. The fight is actually going in Itachi's favor. Itachi starts using more and more power since he knows Sasuke is pretty strong. He actually whips out his Susanoo arm and slaps Sasuke away a few times, and Sasuke uses Kirin. Kirin comes down and tries to strike Itachi, but Itachi activates his Susanoo and takes the blast. Itachi's still a little hurt from this, and he's still trying to get up. As he's trying to get up, Sasuke runs towards him, activating his stand and punching Itachi repeatedly, nonstop. Itachi coughs up blood and flies back. Itachi activates his Susanoo one more time and it pulls out the Totsuka blade. Sasuke goes into his curse mark state, but not knowing Orochimaru put a failsafe into him since he added the stand into his body. Sasuke turns to the Orochimaru like 3-headed snake, whatever beast it is. And Orochimaru comes out claiming Sasuke's body is his now. Sasuke wakes up into his consciousness, seeing Orochimaru slowly take over his body. Sasuke activates his Sharingan and tricks Orochimaru, and instead Sasuke absorbs Orochimaru instead of the other way around. Orochimaru finally dies, and then he sees his body. Kabuto sees Orochimaru's body slowly aging and dying. He tries to save Orochimaru, but it's way too late, and he realizes that Orochimaru might actually be dead. Sasuke, absorbing Orochimaru's power, is still a little bit weaker than base Sasuke from the original. But this Sasuke is actually just got a power amp. Now he's probably more physical, capable of the regular Sasuke, but I don't want to hype him too much. Everybody's still tracking down Sasuke and eventually does come to the Uchiha hideout, but by the time they get there, all they see is a destroyed Uchiha compound and no Sasuke or Itachi. Obito gives him the truth, which unlocks Sasuke's Mangekyo, but Sasuke knows that this is not enough, and he still needs more power if he wants to beat Naruto. Eventually, Pain does attack, but Naruto's overwhelming power and strength in general might overwhelm Pain. Naruto would still go to Mount Miyaboku to learn Sage Mode, and the fight with Pain will be completely one-sided. As Naruto whips out his stand, he will fight two paths at once, or he can fight two paths. It could be a 2v2, but the paths might have a trick. With the Rinnegan, the path can see Naruto's stand. And I know what y'all guys are thinking, wait, the Mangekyo couldn't see Naruto's stand, so why is the Rinnegan seeing his stand? Basically, it's kind of like in the same plane as reality as Madara's Limbo clones, and it's basically can only be seen by the Rinnegan or sensed by Six Path Chakra. Kind of like what Naruto and Sasuke did when they're fighting the Limbo. Now let's get back. They are surprised to see this creature next to Naruto, and they are getting overwhelmed by both of their amazing power. Naruto finally decides to end this quickly and screams the world, charging up 2 Rasengan Shurikens in his hands, throwing them at the Diva Path and the Animal Path. And unfreezing time, the Diva Path barely gets out of it by using Almighty Push, and the Animal Path is completely destroyed. Naruto runs at the other paths, destroying them easily, and the last one is the Diva Path. Now Nagato's full power is going into the Diva Path, and Nagato can see both the stand and Naruto. He's starting to put pressure on Naruto until Naruto combines with his stand to make his ultimate power. Naruto runs towards Obito. Oh my god, what am I saying? He runs towards Pain and starts to put the pressure on him. Eventually, Naruto is overwhelmed from using so much chakra, and his Sage Mode eventually does run out, and Naruto runs out of chakra. Naruto gets stick to the ground, and Hinata comes to save him like normal, and Naruto goes crazy and destroys Pain, still sees his father, and wakes up to attack Pain again. He beats Pain, does the same thing with Nagato, and goes to the 5 Kage, and he's on his way to his 5 Kage summit with Kakashi and everybody else. So basically, nothing really changed that much besides Naruto realizing that people with those type of eyes can see his stand. Everything happens similar to canon until Sasuke and Naruto see each other again at the 5 Kage summit after he saves Sakura. Sasuke knows what Naruto's power is, but Sasuke quickly looks over at Obito, and before he can, he sees Obito frozen in place, running towards Sasuke. Sasuke looks over his shoulder, but he gets frozen in time. The last thing Sasuke saw before his 5 seconds of non-time stuff runs out is Naruto charging up a powerful Rasengan Shuriken. Yeah, you thought I was gonna say something cool? No. Naruto runs straight up to Obito and I'll say Rasengan Shuriken or Rasengan, shoving it through Obito's chest and resuming time. Obito countering this with another special technique called the Kamui, where he destroys the bomb in Obito's heart, and he's free to do whatever he wants now. Black Zetsu, knowing what just happened, realizes that Madara's plan can be completely screwed up if this happens. Ooh. Naruto and the others run towards Sasuke, which Obito can't do anything about because now he realizes Naruto's just way too fast for him. Even if he tries to take Sasuke, Naruto can probably come in there with them. So he lets Sasuke be captured once again. Sasuke getting taken away by Konoha. Once Sasuke's back in Konoha, Obito kidnaps him once again and takes him to get Itachi's eyes implanted. The fourth war happens almost exactly the same, but this time when Naruto's fighting Kurama, he actually steals his chakra way easier, and he still meets his mom. Naruto still runs into Itachi and Nagato, but this is just way too easy for him. And then when Obito finally sees Naruto again after reeling all the tail beast, Obito can finally see Naruto stand. He looks at Naruto and says, "What is that chakra creature next to you?" Naruto says, You must have a Rinnegan." Naruto says the world and rushes towards Obito, hitting him with a barrage of attacks and punches and kicks, and he hits him with the Rasengan. Time resumes and Obito gets sent flying, and he sends all the tail beasts to transform and to attack Naruto. Naruto eventually powers up into KCM2 after unlocking it with Kurama's help. He takes out some of the tail beasts, but he's getting overwhelmed from using so much chakra, because the world does drain a lot of chakra. Eventually, My Guy and Kakashi arrive, and he runs back to get Madara fully resurrected. But Obito made a mistake. And I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Peace out. Alright, see ya.
You know I'll give a fuck about you every day. Guess it's time that I tell you the truth. If I should